Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back with some more talk about Three Houses, and this time I got Qwernst to, question him.
Thanks, everybody. Welcome
Yeah.
back.
All right. So yeah, time for the post discussion of Three Houses. Since we've all had the games, I've interviewed Alex first, then I interviewed Zev, and now it's your turn, Qwernst, and then it'll be me.
All right.
All right. So question one: Who is your favorite character in Three Houses?
Going through all of that game with how with supports and all that, the best character overall, I'm gonna say, is Dimitri.
Oh, all
Because
right.
you see him at first, and he kind of acts like the standard FE Lord, where
Like
it's
like Ellie would.
yeah. But then the further you get to learn about him, the more you learn that he's kind of experiencing traumas, and you see all of his stuff happening through his life. Like, his own family is murdered in front of him, and then he learns about how his own mother-in-law was basically trying to kill him. His half sister on the other side of the continent, is now the empress, but whatever.
Hmm.
And that's then going. It kind of reminds me a bit of how Russian Tsar Peter the Great of Russia, his childhood, where his own family was killed in front of him and he was forced to watch. And then the differences stop there, though, because Dmitri was basically made the regent prince. Like, he's not fully crowned and everything. There's a regent, most definitely. While Peter the Great, when as a child after that happened, was made a Khazar with his cousin, I believe, and then was sent off into the wilderness, basically to make him here's a make up castle, and basically try to make him just abandoned. But he found a way back, and well, he took back Russia, and that's why he's called Peter the Great.
Mm-hmm.
Besides other things he did too.
Mm-hmm.
How during the Dusker incident, or what's the proper word they called it?
The tragedy of Dusker.
There we go. It's been a while. How, despite all this happening, he still did not take all of Dusker as to blame. He just blamed the individuals involved, something that many people struggle to do to this day. And sees one poverty-stricken child from Dusker around his same age and gave him a new life, which is Dedu. And how they are together reminds me a bit of, historically, George Washington had a slave that was basically his right-hand man in everything. Wherever he went, he was too. I can't remember his name, though. But, it kind of reminds... But it's kind of bad I say that, because, unlike Dedu isn't a slave. He's just a retainer, which is definitely better than what George Washington had with the slave part. But how they reacted to each other, where George Washington goes or where Dimitri goes, Dedu follows.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I don't think they actually took influence from it, but it reminded me of it. So, and I kind of thinking the story of the king with the retainer that is loyal is always a good thing to have, and I enjoyed it.
Hmm.
And then growing up more with the other supports, how he's not good with women because lack of actual talking with them because of his court life, especially considering after the tragedy he most likely was just thrown into paperwork and all that, kind of similar to a War and Peace character, Pierre Bezukov he was called. He was given was sent to academies in Paris and all that, socially awkward at parties. His uncle dies, it gives him the countship, and basically was thrown into an arranged marriage without him knowing, because that family said, if we give this guy a crumb of pussy, we will be able to take that land away from him. Unfortunately for them, that didn't turn out well in the end of the book. By the way, I recommend that book for everyone, War and Peace. Or watch the BBC series they did recently, a couple years ago. But I'm going way off chart a bit here and there, but it's like
Yeah, this
all
is only
these things.
this is question 1.
There's just so much that I like about Dimitri that it seems like so much that so much cultural osmosis that I've consumed in my life matches Dimitri's life.
Mm-hmm.
And his time skip in the Blue Lions route was a perfect arc of a man who was broken, who snapped during near the end of before the time skip of seeing Edelgard as the Flame Emperor, to seeing him now just battle scarred, battle wearied, basically a battle hobo. Bad words to explain, but it was, and seeing him grow up during that to actually going back to what he was during the first chapters you see him, and actually just growing up to become the model of a great king was terrific. It was beautiful. But without Byleth's guidance, he has his hatred of Edelgard consume him.
Yeah, we see what happens to him in Golden Deer.
And Blue Line, not Blue, the Church Route, Silver Snow, and Cindered Flowers, Blood Eagle. Black Eagle, I keep saying Blood Eagle, I'm sorry.
Bloody.
It's funny. Blood Eagle is a form of Viking torture, and Cindered Flowers feels like a form of torture. But overall, I'd say that Dimitri is the best written character, and a lot of his arcs, supports with the women or Deidu, enhance him. His best supports for endings, I gotta say, are Deidu, where they basically have their graves next to each other. Marianne, where they perfect each other, and even though Dimitri dies earlier, Marianne's diary basically saying that being with him was the greatest years of her life and will never change it for anything. I love it. Okay.
Alright, question 2.
Sorry.
Which house is your favorite?
That is a good question, because each house has their strengths and weaknesses, but of the 3, I'd have to say Black Eagle's probably the weakest, because the people in it don't really seem to have much synergy, if you know what I mean. They don't really blend well. Hubert and Edelgard work together. Ferdinand is the rival, okay, but everyone else seems to be they're forced into the situation, into that house. Especially Petra, who's a vassal, basically being brought there as almost hostage, it feels like. Then Golden Deer, that's a shitpost house. They had good chemistry and had more variety in terms of how they react to each other compared to, say, the Blue Lions, who are synergists but almost seem to be more single-minded, bar Felix, of course. But I'd have to say, in terms of what type of crazy things you get into between the 3 houses, the Golden Deer definitely is my favorite of the 3 in terms of the variety and the synergy, while Blue Lion has the synergy, and Black Eagle feels like they are kind of put together by Edelgard and Hubert.
Alright. Alright.
Great response. Alright, next question.
What is your favorite pre-time skip design?
Pre-time skip? From all that we saw, I'd have to say that, well, let's see, Claude is definitely up there. He looks like a freaking... He's the teenage boy from Sicily whose dad he owns a very expensive factory, so it's my dad makes a good ragu. So it's he's a Casanova. I kind of enjoy how he looks at pre-time skip. Of course, he has bad hair days because it's like his hair's all floofed up. He probably uses hair gel. Bad jokes, I know.
All right.
Well, classic Qwernst.
What is your favorite post-time skip design?
Oh, that is a tricky one. Because, well, we definitely know Ingrid is the weakest. Bernadetta's up there too because she grew a mullet. Not even a good mullet. I'd probably have to say, overall, Petra. Because how she looked in... she looked like a, oh, that's a cute girl, to a jaw-dropping gorgeous girl.
Yeah.
And like, for guys, just to be safe, I'll put a guy up there too for best post-time skip. I'm probably going to say... I'll say Ferdinand, actually. Yeah, Ferdinand.
Alright.
Like, in the pre-time skip, he looked like a character from Legends of the Galactic Heroes, I think that anime was called. And now he looks like he's cosplaying as Arvis from FE4, and I love it.
Yeah, I've seen that comparison made so many times.
I think you're the one who told me that comparison.
Was I?
But
well,
I think so.
Well, I mean, like, it's not... I mean, I'm not wrong. I mean, the comparison's, like, neck and neck.
I like how you said that. Well, I'm not wrong. I'm sorry if I'm sounding bad on that one. It's just...
Alright. What do you think of the new Game Plus option in Three Houses?
That definitely helps out people like me who want to grind but don't want to go through all that work over and over again. Because for first-time players, Ferdinand is one of the toughest characters to recruit because you have to have good armor and horse riding. And basically Byleth is... I don't think it's... Basically it's... What's the word I'm thinking of? I don't think anyone ever uses Byleth as a mounted unit.
I tried. It was horrible. Wyvern Rider was the only... Like, that's, like, don't just... Cavalry is so bad in Three Houses.
Certain characters are great as cavalry units, like Leone, Sylvain.
Yeah, like, there are a couple of sections, but, like, I tried making Dimitri as a cavalier. Holy shit, he was so bad.
I actually have him great as a mounted unit.
He had 11 speed as a level 20 paladin.
Yeah, that's bad RNG. Can't blame me on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I showed Alex. Oh my god, the pictures were... He cried, actually.
I would cry too.
I didn't even cry, and I wanted
to. So I can't cry. Like, you tell me your cat died, like, as an example, it's like, oh, that's sad. But if you show me a picture of your dead cat, I would cry.
If you show me a picture of your dead cat, I'm not gonna look at it because I don't want to see a dead cat.
I am bad at this today. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Anyway, all right.
Would a better example be like a tipped over ice cream cone? I'm bad at this today. Your level 20 Dimitri is the same as an ice cream cone to me.
Okay.
Speaking of ice cream, where's my Dairy Queen?
I actually had ice cream today, so I ate it.
You ate my Dairy Queen ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Next question, please.
What map/chapter do you like the most?
Map chapter.
I'll understand if you can't answer this because, like, you know, there's a lot of, like, it's hard to, like, pinpoint an exact favorite chapter or map in this game.
I'm gonna be surprising on this one. Is it okay if I could choose the DLC maps, right?
Yeah.
Can I do that?
Yeah, you can do that.
Definitely in that Ashen Wolf story where you're trying to escape through the dungeon from all those giant toy robot things chasing you.
Oh, that map. Yeah, I like that map.
I enjoyed that one the most because it's a strategy level in a strategy game. Who would have thought?
Yeah, I know. Like, it's so shocking.
And also the music fit because it was panic music.
Mm-hmm.
Overall atmosphere, what I had to do, that was my favorite chapter in Three Houses. And unfortunately, it was a DLC chapter.
But at least you got to enjoy it, unlike Alex.
You didn't like that one?
No, he never played. He never got the DLC.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, everyone else managed to get it.
Yeah. Everyone but Alex.
That's okay. We can tell him what happened.
I feel bad for him, though.
That's okay. There's YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm. Have you beaten the game on Maddening without New Game Plus?
No.
Ah, I was gonna have a follow up question with which house did you do it on?
Okay.
All right. Who is your favorite DLC character?
Well, for starters, it ain't gonna be no freaking Anna. She's kind of she's a support unit at the end.
I was kind of just counting the Ashen Wolves. I don't count Anna and Yuritsu.
Oh, okay, the free LC, I guess.
Yeah, I'm talking about like the paid DLC.
Okay, let's see. That would be Yuri, Balthus, Constance, and Happy.
Oh man, Zev ain't gonna like that. He loves Happy.
Yeah, I know.
Seriously,
he's like Ash. He likes all the brown girls.
Yeah.
But seriously, Ash has the moment I saw he got an ending support with Happy, it's like he did it. He got all the brown girls in the game.
Yeah, I love Happy supports. Like I love how she calls Dimitri Didi at the end. How he calls Ash Freckles, and how he calls like Yuri Bird and Byless Chatterbox, which is the irony.
I know she has I could definitely see why Zev likes Happy, because Happy's personality and sense of humor especially are very similar to Zev, where they kind of like being smartasses.
Yeah, I know. I can definitely see why he likes Happy the most.
Yeah, let's see. Constance is I could see why people like her. As long as she's not in the sunset, in the sunlight, she is okay. The moment she gets in the sunlight, she just turns into an annoying character, and I just kind of don't like it.
Yeah, she just turns so like dour. Like she just has a bad outlook on everything.
Yeah, the first time I saw it, okay, that's kind of a chuckle. Second time, okay, stop. Okay, just shut up.
All right, who is your least favorite character?
Oh wait, I forgot to say my favorite was Balthus.
Oh wait, I thought you said Yuri.
Oh no, I was trying to remember the names of each one. But
oh.
You know what? Now that I look at it, yeah, Yuri I'll probably pick as my favorite.
And then
because of he just had a crazy life, crazy past. Actually got to be Bernadetta's friend in the past, and was the one that got his butt whooped by the dad.
Mm-hmm. And then Happy's your least favorite?
No, I'd probably say Balthus. I mean, I like Balthus, but he's kind of a one-track character compared to the other three.
The king of grappling.
Well, yes, he's totally him and Tommy Salami, the greatest tag team ever.
Oh my god.
We have to tell Ludacris for that little hack he wants to make of us. Try to get a Tommy Salami and Balthus and make him like the Jasmine and Paul.
Jazz.
It hurts, Paul.
All right.
Least favorite Balthus, favorite Yuri.
And then your least favorite.
Second place is Happy. Third place Constance.
All right, and then your least favorite character overall.
That is not in the regular.
Like you can have the DLC characters if you want to, or the free LC.
All right. Overall, Bernadetta. She is a poor man's Marianne. She is extremely annoying. Her only good supports are the ones where she doesn't piss me off, like say Sylvain. The Sylvain one was good, but it felt like it needed the A support, but apparently no, we can't have that. The ending of the B support made it look like we're going to continue. No,
Yeah, like a lot of Sylvain supports, like a lot of them end in B, which sucks because I feel like a lot of them should have had an A support ending.
Like the Leone one at a B support, that makes sense because that's all we need. That kind of ends perfectly. Lorenz ends perfectly. Ferdinand, we'll pretend something happened there. There is no Ferdinand support, I think.
No, there isn't, which sucks because like those two I felt like. Well, I mean, like they both support Lorenz, so I'm happy.
Yeah, Lorenz is a true babe, but Bernadetta is my least favorite of the Three Houses students. She is like how Balthus is a one-track character. The only difference is Bernadetta is fucking annoying, and that little meme people make about how in time skip battle around her field, how Edelgard makes sure that she lights the fire
Like
on
the
that
iPhones do.
the tower. Hey, Spencer. Just
I want to choke on my water right now. Like drown.
be one with the water. Be a fish.
Okay.
But
Anyway, let's just move.
that ballista tower lighted on fire. Bernadetta's there. She can't move or else she gets hit. That's that little meme. I think I was the one who started it, but I think someone else did too. It's like one of those things where almost everyone thought it at the same time. How, hey, Edelgard's using Bernadetta's kerosene. LOL. Yeah, I do not like Bernadetta.
All right. Which house do you like the least?
Black Eagles.
Oh wait, I think you. Well, yeah, you kind of are like yeah.
They felt like they were more forced together than.
They look like a
naturally
bunch of
together.
school shooters to me. Like they literally look like potential school shooters.
Bernadetta, she's afraid of just sight of someone saying hello to her. She would be a terrible school shooter. Petra, how's she gonna do it? I would be liking this greatly. Click, click. Hubert, I could see, but he'd only do it if Edelgard told him to. Ferdinand, no, he's like the lead. He's like the president of the debate team. He's not gonna do
If
that.
he thought it was for a noble cause, he would do it.
Fucking asshole. Okay. Ferdinand is a fucking asshole. That's just imagine. Pep rally in the middle of the gym. Gym door gets crashed open. There he is with an AK-47. I am Ferdinand von Ayer.
He's going for the 25 kill streak.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
We gotta go to hell.
Alright, what is your least favorite pre-time skip design?
Least time skip design. I'm trying to remember for who I least I'll probably say Ignatz because he looks like a 12-year-old boy.
Okay. And then what is your least favorite post-time skip design?
Ingrid.
Alright, kind of saw that
She
coming.
doesn't look like a 22 or 23-year-old. She looks like a 33-year-old. She looked like instead of looking like a younger adult, she looks like she had 2 kids, has a part-time job as a school teacher, substitute.
Gotta throw in the substitute right there.
Does Boggle tournaments and Saturday. Basically, she's Peggy Hill.
Alright. Which house series do you hate the most? I feel like I can already see this coming.
Black Eagles is the one I hate the most.
Okay, so Edelgard. Got it.
Fucking Edelgard.
Alright, what is your least favorite map/chapter?
There are so many good choices for that.
Yep.
There's so many fucking bullshit RNG experiences I had. But overall, I'm gonna go with one of the paralogs. I'm gonna say Marianne's because that fog of war annoys me.
Oh man, that chapter. On Maddening, oh my god.
Second place will be the Balthus Happy one because, okay, I just have to beat this guy. Okay, I did it. Then all of a sudden, big, huge fucking monster he turns into. And I'm like, fuck me, I'm at low health.
Alright.
Just that sheer out of nowhere. I mean, he was holding holy weapons. I should have seen it coming, but no.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Alright.
And
Is
the mage is on the front line.
Okay, I'm not gonna tell you what I did today. Anyway, in your opinion,
The mage is on the front line.
it was an accident. In your opinion, is the DLC worth getting?
Are different parts of it separated yet?
No. That I unfortunately discovered was not. You have to. It's either all or nothing.
Because of that, I would have to say no, because only one part of it's worth it, and that is the what's the word I'm thinking of? That side story. That or nothing. But since we're talking about it, let's still talk a little bit about the side story. It had different writers than what we had in Three Houses, and I could see that the villain of that side story was kind of obvious when you first saw him. It's like, he's the villain. I can't remember his name. It was like Alfred or something, and then it's like
Alfred.
Alfric. And when he talks about your mom and all that, it's like, he's a simp. I bet when your mom was dating Gerald, he was like, oh, the idea of her getting fucked, and started jerking off at the thought of Gerald doing it. He's a freaking simp. I can't really call him a cuck. He is a pussy. I bet he would also subscribe to someone's OnlyFans if you told him that your mom had an OnlyFans, he would subscribe to it. That's how big of a pussy he is. He's an embarrassment. And then when you see him in the regular game, it's just like a little Easter egg. He's normal, so I'll let him slide.
Alright.
But in the side story, he is just the biggest simp I have seen since... I can't think of any at the top of my head. But yeah, he's an embarrassment for FE villains.
Alright. What is your opinion on the Ashen Wolves and Cindered Shadows story?
Oh, I kind of answered that part of that already, but overall I thought it was good.
Alright.
It wasn't as good as the Three Houses story, but that's probably because different writers. What was that?
My brother playing something on his computer.
Okay, it almost sounded like he was listening to some rock song, but okay. The chapters, a lot of them were good. I liked how they had what was basically the canon classes of some of the playable characters, like Linhardt, Ash, Hilda. I have to say it twice because that's how she does it. And, like, yeah, if the DLC had the Cindered Ashes story... Wait, that's how I say it, right?
Cindered Shadows.
Cindered Shadows separated. That's the only part of the DLC to get. I would recommend it. But everything else is crap.
Okay.
Oh, maid costumes. Oh boy, I wonder, could Catherine and Shamir wear? No, it's crap.
Oh, wait, they can't?
No, they can't.
Oh.
I mean, the idea of moody goth girl maid is a funny idea, but no, they can't even do that.
Damn. Alright. What is... Oh, wait. No, never mind. Is Three Houses worth $60?
Well, considering the amount of hours we all put in, I would say it's worth it. You're definitely going to have more time playing this than you would, say, Death Stranding, other $60 games I can think of off the top of my head. Apex Legends when that came out, Fallout 4. Three Houses I'd put in top of... It was definitely a contender for Game of the Year of 2019.
I mean, it did win Best Strategy Game.
Well, what was its competition in 2019? Total War 3 Kingdoms?
Wargroove.
Those were average.
Wargroove.
It's like saying, who's going to win the division this year? You got the Cleveland Browns, the Detroit Lions, a college football team that somehow got into the professionals. Oh, what's this one called? San Jose State. Yeah, they're going to get their butts whooped. And then the 1985 Chicago Bears. I wonder who's going to win. It's going to be the 1985 Chicago Bears.
I mean, I can honestly say that you put in, like, the third amount of hours for all of us. Like, Alex put in the most, actually, if you can believe that.
I can actually believe it, because he did it for Daydu, which I can understand.
Yeah, he put in 505 hours.
Oh, my.
Zev put in 265. And you've put in 240, with me in a close last place with 220.
It's okay, man. It's not that far. You just have one whole day to do it, and you beat me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also just a huge backlog on other stuff, and like I told you, I've been doing that game Hold Fast with group events. But other than that, I would definitely recommend getting Three Houses.
Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was me questioning Qwernst. That went a lot faster than I thought, actually.
Yeah, especially considering how long the first question took.
Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Join us in the next video when I will be getting interviewed, and you guys will know the answers to my questions for these. It's gonna be good. See you all soon. Take care of yourselves, and as usual, have yourselves a damn good one. Till next time, bye.
Bye.